Time to bring the bass back.
Mix is the beat of our culture. Your music.
I thank God for the opportunity to make music and for that music to be on a platform for people to come out and love.
Your stories.
It's gold for the Philippines.
The next generation of creators, artists, and filmmakers.
We bring you the latest and greatest impacting people from our community.
Spotlighting inspiring content from Generation Mix.
It's just a true honor to be able to do this, especially with all the great Filipino talent here.
Discover fresh artists first from around the world. Uniquely Filipino.
Step back three. He has got that.
Mix is the beat of our culture.
Hello everyone, welcome to this MYXclusive interview. I am VJ Ai, and for today, our guest is one of the most inspiring, pinaka-passionate, talented artists of this generation. He's a singer, rapper, songwriter, and producer, at marami pang iba. Alam ko maraming naghihintay ng new music from him, pero guys, the long wait is over dahil he's finally now back with a new EP called Permanente. At pag-uusapan natin lahat yan. And of course, meron din siyang nilulutong bagong short film daw para supportahan itong EP na to. So lahat yan, pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Please welcome Jose Villanueva III, also known as Quest! Woo!
Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Magandang araw sa inyo lahat.
Magandang araw rin, Quest! How are you? Where are you joining us from?
Sa bahay lang. I'm just home. So
Relax na after
chill lang, chill.
the EP.
Yes.
Wow. But what's been keeping you busy recently? Now that, the EP's done, what are you doing to relax?
Wala masyado. Back to the drawing board kasi right now we're working on a full English album. Yes, balik tayo ngayon sa studio. It's going to be out, if I'm not mistaken, late June.
Oh my gosh, ganun kabilis. I mean, hindi pa nga out lahat ng songs dito sa EP mo. You're already targeting
I think
June.
the initial plan is late June or maybe later, but we want to keep the ball rolling. We want to keep moving. We want to keep creating, especially I think people need to understand that us creatives, it's in our DNA to create. It's not a scheduled thing. Next month kailangan mag-create. No, I think when the inspiration hits you, you have to create. So parang ako, I have been in that zone of creating and creating and creating. So might as well just keep releasing. And we're in a day and age we're in. I'm not one of them, but most of the people right now are multitasking. That's why may mga playlist tayo. A lot of people feeling na mga artists, isang kanta, wait for 3 months na. Don't underestimate the ability of your listeners to, enjoy multiple songs. So, yun yung parang season namin ngayon. We wanna go out of the box and just keep releasing songs. Kasi pandun kunyari, para naman meron akong nilutong, pagkain, alangan naman maghintay ako ng 3 months bago kainin ng mga tao, di ba? So if I have something to share, I would like to share it right away. So, yun yung proseso namin ngayon.
Do you think nagkaroon ng factor din talaga na nakulong kasi tayo ng matagal? So now
Isa pa
you
yun.
have all these songs na nakaipon.
Isa pa yun, and I am just very challenged right now hearing new artists coming up with world-class songs. Parang nakakainganyo gumawa kasi may nakikita akong, bagong artist na, and I am in this, I wish I wrote that song zone. Like, uy, ang ganda dito, sana ako nagsulat. So,
Uy, let's name people, let's name titles naman. Ano na yung songs na you wish you wrote when you first heard it, probably sa radio or somewhere? Like, who are these artists? Which songs?
I'd have to say Zach, Habang Buhay.
Yes.
That's a really nice song. Parang,
But you have Panghabang Buhay.
yeah. And then another one is Addy. Addy is just creating hits.
Yes.
So, I see these guys, and then I am surrounded with young kids like J. Roa is doing phenomenal. So parang sa akin, Matthias is doing phenomenal. So for me, parang astig. And I want to see if I can, if I still have what it takes to create. And they are my fuel. A lot of a lot of people see them, a lot of people in the industry parang feeling nila competition, hindi. Sa akin, hindi eh. Peers ko sila and they're my fuel. They challenge me to be a better artist. These guys challenge me to be a better, creative. So,
Since you're in that zone nga, no, na parang medyo you're really challenged right now, what are you doing like to prepare for, coming back to the live gig scene, releasing new music again? Parang what have been the preparations that you've been doing?
I think the pinaka-importanting preparation for me, no, kasi it's innate in me to really hone my craft. Second nature ko na siya na, so always aim to be better than my previous self. I see myself as my only competition. My previous self and my previous accomplishments are my only competition and the only threat to my growth and progress. So siguro ako ngayon parang ever since the pandemic, I went into this fitness journey. Yun yung pinaka-importante sa akin, to be able to sustain myself on stage, whether it's just a 30-minute show or it's a 2-hour show. I want to be able to, sustain that and be excellent from, the first second up to the last, encore. Yan yung isa sa mga ideas ko and to be able to, longevity, to be able to surpass, the expectations of everyone.
Have you ever performed live now with, your six-pack abs now? Parang yung ngayong yung Quest 2.0. Have you ever performed live now with it?
I had some few shows, private shows, but live show na Quest show wala pa tayo doon. But I think we're cooking up something. I've been talking to some producers regarding some shows this May. So sobrang excited ako sa mga ganun.
Oh my gosh,
Manila
we're so
and out of town.
excited for you too. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ano ba to? Pilipinas tour. Pero we're so excited for you kasi we know, I mean, we've seen your progress. You've worked so hard for this. And as you said, this is also going to be very different for your performances kasi you're going to be stronger. You have more endurance. So parang, wow, ibig sabihin talaga mag-level up palalo yung mga performances mo. So, we can't wait to see that. I'm sure you'll be posting naman when you have some gig skeds na. So, we'll be waiting for that na lang. But for now, let's talk about your sound here sa EP. You've been mentioning artists like Zach Tabudlo, Addy, and now I kind of get, the vibe na rin, where you're coming from. Kasi dito, Quest, as in, ang una kong naging reaction. Kasi for those who are watching, I've already listened to the whole EP. But yung talagang naging reaction ko, wow, in love na in love. So, nandun ka ba sa space na yon, Quest? Kasi parang yun yung, yung vibe dito. Parang ang saya-saya-saya mo dito.
I think wala pa ako sa space na yun, but again, most of my music kasi is an extension of myself. Pwede siyang yung nararamdaman ko ngayon, pwede siya yung gusto kong maramdaman one day. So, nandun ako sa gusto kong maramdaman one day. But if you look at the EP, syempre yung storyline ng EP, the one that I released recently, actually yesterday, is a song that I've written 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's out already on Spotify. Huling Gabi is already out on all streaming platforms. It's a song that I wrote years ago for a movie. If you guys remember, there's a version on YouTube na kinanta ni Moira. So, Huling Gabi is an existing song that was written for the movie Last Night. Tapos, after the movie, I've been getting comments on, hey, make your own version. So, parang ako, ilabas ko na kaya to. Nagkataon, pandemic. Tapos, yung proseso kasi nung full English EP medyo madugo, and we're really, and also the fact that I'm still working with Kuya Productions, so it's going to be a Philippines, Canada, LA kind of work. So we're really putting a lot of effort into that. So parang sabi namin maglabas tayo ng kanta, pero sabi ko hindi, maglabas tayo ng EP. I have so much on my stash that I could really share. So I finished some of the songs like Bago, Panghabang Buhay. And then naalala ko, I have a song Huling Gabi na hanggang ngayon, since it was released 2017, I get tweets, I get DMs na, bro, ba't mo pa nilalabas yung Huling Gabi? So nag-decide na ako na ilabas ko na siya, So nag-decide ako maggawa ng version ko. I was able to get into the studio with my team, and then we were able to come up with it. And tapos nung ginawa namin yung EP, labas natin yung EP habang pine-prepare natin yung full English album. Let's release the EP. So, ginawa na namin siya. And then we were thinking of how to do things. And I wanted to really go unconventional, you know. And I remember a few years back, I saw this short film by Kanye West. Um, and that really, and it's like, matagal ko nang gustong gawin yan. Gusto ko gumawa ng EP. Gusto ko gumawa ng short film. But then I realized, like, I don't know a story. I don't have a story in my head. And then nung nabuo ko yung EP, and I realized this EP is an entire story. So when I finished the EP from start to finish, that's when I came up with a storyline. That's when I came up with, ito yung story ako. Typically, di ba kasi, gawa tayo ng movie. And when the movie's, yung ganda ng movie, gawa. And gusto ko yung soundtrack niya. So it's always movie then soundtrack. So we want to switch things up and say, here's an album and there's a short film. So binaliktad ko lang siya. You know, people are expecting, maglabas ka ng music video for, I don't want to release music videos. I'm going to release a short film.
Oh, wow. This is revolutionary. Wow. So when can we expect this to come out? Is it in the works now? Have you shot it? Will you be in it?
The script is done. As of this moment, the lead has already said yes.
Ooh, okay.
And she's a good friend. She's amazing. She's won multiple awards. She's probably one of my favorite actresses, you know. Marami-rami sila pero isa to sa mga paborito ko. Yeah, she's an award-winning actress, a Filipina na sobrang kaibigan ko, pamilya ko to. So when I shared the idea to her, she was like, "Let's do this," you know. First time ako nakakita ng reaction wherein we sat down sa house niya and we played the EP from start to finish, and I was like, "Why are you crying?" I was like, just like, oh. And then she read the script, and then she was like, "Let's do this. I am so game." So yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's pretty insane. So script is done. We're now working on the production, and then I think if everything falls into place, we start shooting last week of April until first week of May. We're gonna pick a certain days there, and then May, plan namin siya i-release ng May.
So you said the lead is a she, but will she be co-starring with you or with a male lead?
So
or is it just her?
It's this is my first time also, so I'm gonna be acting. So
Oh my gosh! Grabe, idadagdag ko na yun sa intro mo next time. Singer, rapper, songwriter, producer, and actor.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Grabe,
Kasi you have to think of something,
dami.
kailangan mo ring ibahin yung approach mo eh. You know, minsan
Yeah.
minsan may factor pag paulit-ulit yung ginagawa mo, especially for me. So parang ako, i-challenge ko na yung sarili ko. You know, I'm still brave enough to act, but I'm not sure if I'm brave enough to dance. So that you know, may mga
That
limitations
would
pa
have
rin
to
naman
wait.
tayo. Yeah.
But never
you know,
say
when
never.
never say never. But when they shared the idea, kasi sabi kasi, ito yung short film. It's like, kuha tayo I want to get this actor and actress. And like, why don't you act? Like, what? Bakit? You know? And then, you know, na-realize ko na, para maiba naman. So, yeah.
So you initially intended for, like actors to
Yeah.
do it
I was looking
themselves.
for
Pero,
someone,
yeah.
you know, na soundtrack ko lang. Sabi ko, hindi, paano kung ikaw na rin? Yung, you know, ikaw na yung album, ikaw pa yung sa video. Like, nga, sige, try natin. Let's do it.
Tsaka yung kay Kanye West, siya rin yun, diba? Tama ba?
Yeah.
Oo. So, talagang, dapat talaga ikaw. So, okay, let's talk about the story na. So, to everyone watching, the EP has 4 tracks. Bago, Panghabang Buhay, Huling Gabi, and Permanente. So, how were you able to weave these 4 tracks together to form one story?
The 4 tracks came to life when I added the 2 songs. Like I finished, kasi yung Bago and Panghabang Buhay is a newly finished song. So kasama siya sa mga nasulat ko ng pandemic. So parang ako 2 songs, labas tayo ng 2 songs, labas tayo ng EP. And I was like, Panghabang Buhay, and then random yung Huling Gabi when I thought about Huling Gabi. Sabi ko, let's do Huling Gabi. Sabi ko, magme-music video ba tayo? Sabi ko, pwede. Oh, but I have an idea, sabi ko. remember the Runaway short film by Kanye West. And oh, we love the ideas. Ano yung story mo? Sabi ko, feeling ko story na to, sabi ko. So give me a few days. And I have a good friend of mine, si LJ Flores.
Mhm.
She sat down with me and sabi, hindi naman ako scriptwriter, na wala naman ako alam sa film. Sabi ko, meron akong story sa utak ko. So I shared it with her and she was like, uy, ang ganda nito. And she loves it. So nung tinapos namin siya, I sat down with an executive producer. So like, pinitch ko lang yung idea. And then he said to me, oy, this story is so nice. This has never been done. I am so game. Like, hindi siya nag, I let him read the script and he was like, I'm down. Let's produce this short film. So, yun. First time ko rin mag-isip ng ganito, and then it was fun kasi my mind was really playing and creating so many scenarios in my head. So, as in,
And I think your internet is also playing.
is it?
Yes. Am I back? Am I back? Yes. Woo!
Yes, you're back. You're back. There you go.
Okay. Game. Sorry,
So
you
yun,
were saying
uh,
your mind was playing. That was like
my
the
mind was
last thing
playing
I.
kasi parang iba parang iba pala to for for something that for someone like me who's used to just making music.
Mhm.
So now I'm creating scenes in my head like wow, ang galing nito. So I had so much fun creating the script. I had so much fun creating the story. And then I met up with my team, pinitch ko yung idea, they loved it. And then everything's falling into place kasi walang masyadong struggle nung kinausap ko tong production team, nung kinausap ko si ganito, yung lead ko. And she was like, let's do this. Ang ganda nito. So pretty exciting kasi hopefully it helps a lot of creatives na to get out of the box kasi napaka out of the box itong gagawin ko. So, especially for me.
Mm-mm. Yes. I mean, iniisip ko pa nga lang, like, of course, aside namin sa mix, paano yun? Kung wala siyang music video, short film, paano yun kapag nakapasok sa countdown? ubos yung, ubos yung time. Iniisip ko na, oh my God. Of course, I'm sad na, shucks, walang music video. Wala kami play. Or like, maybe we should do a special on it. So, anyway, this is really a nice thing you're doing. It's very new to the Filipino audience. But now, let's talk about, Per Trap dun sa EP. Bago comes out tomorrow. So, can you tell us about it? What is it about?
Bago is a story of pursuit. Bago is a story of relentless pursuit. Because you're truly convinced that one of the lines there is alay ko'y pag-ibig na bago. So, you know, you're fully convinced that what you have to offer is new and it's real. So, bago is a story of pursuit. Ito yung storyline talaga niya. It's a story of pursuit. The track number 1, bago. Track number 2 is panghabang buhay. Panghabang buhay is a story of really, finally you found love. Kaya nga, if you guys get to listen to it next week, the chorus says, panghabang buhay, ibibigay sa'yo lahat, walang matitira. Wala nang ibang pipiliin pa. So, panghabang buhay, pag-ibig na wagas, hindi na ito mag-iiba. Araw-araw pipiliin ka, panghabang buhay. So, parang you finally found love. After the pursuit, you win her heart. This is it.
Guys,
And
pakinggan nyo
then,
yun pang wedding. Oo.
yeah. And then, Huling Gabi, which is the first thing that we wanted to jumble it up. Like, we wanted to make, well, since we're here, the idea was supposed to make people think, oh, it's a nice single, nice track, not knowing that, series pala siya. So we wanted to jumble it up. We gave you the last, and now we're releasing the first. Tomorrow we'll release the first part of the story, and the next week, the middle part, which is Panghabang Buhay. So yun, Huling Gabi is making every moment count because love is about to end. Kahit sa angulo mo tignan, it has to end. It really has to. Like, there's no other way for you to turn things around. There's no other way. I know this sounds, bad. Nobody wants something like this, but hopefully when the entire project is released, you'll understand. Kaya nga parang, uy, ang galing nito. And then, that's why, Huling Gabi is, ending a beautiful love. A beautiful love that needs to end. Some people can relate to it.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to someone during my live. Sabi ko, just the reality is some people come to your life for a season, some people come to you for life to your life for a reason, minsan lifetime. Some people come to your life for a lesson. Either way, it helps you grow. It helps you become a better human being if you learn from the experiences you have with different people. So with Huling Gabi, yun siya. It's a love that is bound to end, and you're trying to savor every final second, until it's end. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and then permanente is the promise of kahit ulit-ulitin natin to, ikaw pa rin ang pipiliin ko.
Kahit
So
na dumaan ako dun sa lahat ng yon, I would
ikaw,
still, I
I'll still
wouldn't change a
choose na.
thing.
I wouldn't change a
Yes.
thing. So yun yung pinaka-story niya. Uh, it really is a story from start to finish.
So excited to see this short film. By the way, guys, dun sa mga hindi nakakaalam, yung Permanente, Quest performed that sa Mixed Live. He has a Mixed Live performance of that, yung umiikot yung camera. So, hanapin nyo lang sa YouTube account ng Mix Global. But, okay, now, while we're waiting for that to come out, let's talk about the full English album naman, Quest. So, what can we expect from this? Is this a totally different sound
Really,
from this
totally,
EP?
totally different sound. Um, the same guys that produced Good Old Days with me, Kuya Productions,
Mhm.
is going to be the same team that I'm going to be rallying with in creating this album. And I'm also asking a lot of other producers here in the Philippines to join me. Um, namely, Thyro Alfaro is one of the guys that
Ah,
I'm picking to really, work with on this album. And then everything else is going to be cooked in Canada, and then everything is going to be mixed and mastered in LA. So it's a totally different sound, really keeping up with the times when it comes to that sound. What's the sound like? It's just keeping up with the times. Everybody's, I want to be able to relate to this generation and create a sound that is more appealing to them, but at the same time my branding and my message stays the same. So
mhm.
album title is
Yes.
Battlefield Love.
Ooh, may ano na pala, may album title na,
Yeah,
Battlefield Love. I was gonna ask nga, speaking of messages, and yun nga yung sa title pa lang, will it be parang, same yung, kumbaga perspective, dito sa EP na, it's about love? Kasi you're also known for, very inspiring, nationalistic, songs. So, what's the content naman of Battlefield Love?
that's it. It's fighting for love, regardless of what love that is. For you, it's really about fighting for love and going through the different phases of the battle. You know, uh, until you win, and from this pursuit, the struggle, the celebration, and and keeping love, being able to, a lot of people talk about falling in love, but rarely the people talk about standing in love. So it's really that love, the sustaining love.
Ooh, okay. So, abangan namin yan, Quest. Dami pala namin abangan sa
Yeah,
iyo. Dami mong revelations today. Thank you so much, Quest. To everyone watching, stream Permanente, the EP. Again, Bago comes out tomorrow. Panghabang Buhay next week. Huling Gabi and Permanente, they're out. The short film will be out also soon. And in June, Battlefield Love, the full English album comes out. Now, Quest, anything else you'd like to promote? What's your message to everyone? And to everyone watching na baka hindi ka pa follow, where can they follow you online?
um socials, I have Instagram, join the quest, Twitter, official quest, Facebook, just look for join the quest, or just key in quest, you probably see my face. But other than that, in lang, everybody stay safe. Everybody just keep pursuing your dreams and keep fighting for your passions regardless of what situation you're in. Tuloy-tuloy mo lang yan.
There you go. Kahit na sa mga sa messages, inspiring pa rin talaga. Thank you so much, Quest, for joining us this morning. Once again, I'm VJ IE for this MYXclusive interview. For past MYXclusives, you can watch them sa Mix Global, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We have interviewed Quest many, many times before. He has many Mix Live performances and other performances din, like sa Mix Awards and everywhere. So, sana ay panoorin niyo yan. Naka-upload lahat yan. But for now, that's it for this MYXclusive interview. Once again, I'm VJ IE. Thank you so much, Quest!